Here's the quick summary of the viral 17-part series of The Woman in Love with Her Psychiatrist. So this woman claims she fell in love with her psychiatrist. He knew and he was encouraging her. She went to him for her ADHD and immediately noticed he was attractive. She would open up to him about personal issues, as you do when you go to therapy. She said he would make her laugh, remember her hobbies, and she loved the attention. She claims that over time she felt the boundaries between them started to blur. She started begging him for more sessions and admits she was obsessed. She claims he was often hot and cold, which made her want him more. Sometimes he'd share things about his personal life and other times he'd be clinical and cold. Her obsession was so bad that one day she got hit by a car and instead of going to hospital, she went to see him. She claims he would comment on her looks, and she says she's been wearing the exact glasses in her video that he once said he liked. She said one day she told him that her friend thought that they would end up together and that he just sat there in silence, but she took it as, well, you didn't disagree. When she got a boyfriend, she started talking to her therapist about the very intimate details of their life, and she says that in her opinion, the therapist loved hearing about it. She says looking back, it makes her sick. She feels he was getting enjoyment from hearing details about her intimate life. She says she then starts dating a new guy who is also a therapist, and she says her new boyfriend tells her that he is obsessed with one of his clients in a really creepy and sexual way. She brings this up to her psychiatrist during a session, and she claims she could tell by his facial expression that he felt the same way about her. Around this time, he switches their sessions over from in-person to Zoom, but she finds out that he's been seeing his other clients in person, and she's convinced that it's because of all the sexual tension between them. Eventually, she gets another in-person appointment with him, and she admits that she gets dressed up for it, puts makeup on, she wants to look her best. She says she runs up to him and hugs him, but that his reaction is very awkward. She admits at this point she was spiraling. She tells him at one point that she thinks they have a very special relationship. She says he became angry and snapped at her and said, "This is a professional relationship." She then admits to her psychiatrist she's been talking to ChatGPT to try and work out why she has so many feelings for him. And she confesses to him that she had an inappropriate dream about him where they hooked up together in his office. She said that he looked very uncomfortable, but she still believes it was only because she can tell that it was his fantasy too. And that's where we're at so far, guys. The internet has a lot to say on this, but she's turned off her comments, so let me know what you think in mine.